Adela. Welcome to my channel, Morena GDL. My family and I recently moved from Oregon State to Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. And why? Why did we move? Well, there isn't really one determining factor that brought us here. It's been bits and pieces of different experiences and different things. My husband always talked about retiring, moving to a different country, and traveling more. And that's something that we had as a plan for the future. But then within the last year, we started asking ourselves, well, why wait for the future? Is it possible that we can do something like that now? For me, I really wanted to experience something like that with my kids as a family and not necessarily wait until they're out of the home. So that was kind of something that I started thinking about more and more. Also, I loved watching the show International House Hunters, where families, sometimes families, mostly retired couples, but sometimes families would just like move to a different country and explore the culture and the language and the food. And it was just such an awesome opportunity, so educational. And so that kind of felt like, wow, that would be so cool to do that. Also, some very dear close friends of ours did something like that about years ago. They moved a year to Costa Rica, and until now, their kids just talk about how that was one of the greatest experiences of their lives. And at that time, we weren't in that mindset. We hadn't thought about doing something like that ourselves, but we thought it was a super cool experience. And we were super fortunate that we were able to visit them while they were there and see a different lifestyle, and it was awesome. So then you fast forward a couple years, and here we are thinking about it more and more for ourselves. And it took some planning, and I think once we decided, you know what, let's not wait for the future because the future might not come. Let's just go for it and have this opportunity to just really explore, be together more as a family. Let this be an awesome experience for ourselves, for our kids, and then also the language. We are bilingual, but there's nothing like being in a country that speaks Spanish to learn Spanish, or to definitely perfect our Spanish. And that's what we wanted for ourselves and for our kids. So then why did we pick Guadalajara? Well, I'm a little biased towards Guadalajara because I was born here. I never lived here. I grew up in Washington State, but I always felt this inclination of wanting to come to Guadalajara and get to know the city and get to know the people, the culture. And it was something that when we were brainstorming of where to go, I said, what about Guadalajara? And we did watch a lot of YouTube videos, amazing places that we had seen that we were really interested in. We had heard and seen a lot of videos on, for example, Ajijic. We had seen videos on San Miguel de Allende. We also considered coastal towns to be on the beach. So we did somewhat research, but we always came back to Guadalajara. Another reason that we decided on Guadalajara is because of the international airport, because we do want to travel more within Mexico, but then also be able to go back home if we need to. It's easy access to the airport, direct flights. So that was really important for us to not feel like we're somewhere where it would take hours to travel by train or bus just to get to an airport. We wanted that access. And also the weather. I had watched a lot of other bloggers talk about Guadalajara and how temperate the weather is. And so far it rains, it's sunny, it's cool, it's warm, a lot like Oregon. So I feel like in one day we get all the seasons, and that's something I love about Oregon also. So far I've been loving the weather. And we have been here for 1 week. So we had an Airbnb rented out, and then just a couple of days before we came, they emailed us saying that the listing was no longer available and it was pulled from Airbnb website, and so then we were left without anywhere to stay. We did receive a full refund because we rented a hotel in Centro Histórico. So that's just a little background of why we're here, and in my next video I'll let you know what our first impressions were of Centro Histórico, the few days that we were there, and also our day trip to Ajijic and Chapala. Thanks for watching.